This is The Swimming Show.
Madume ka lapeng re le amohela lenaneong la rona le ratehang la ho sesa na lebitso la ka ke Lebo Moswedi. Tjhehe, ho a thabisa ho bona Mathapelo matamong hape kajeno a re o ko lakeside. Mathapelo o ko re jwetse hore o re tshwaretseng kajeno.
It's an early morning, a bit nippy here at the Rheinfeld Dam in Benoni, but I am not complaining because we are here to catch some of the SA Masters Open Water Championships. There's plenty on offer, trust you me. Well, let's find out what's on the program today.
Ke a leboha Mathapelo ha re bona hore re le tshwaretseng lenaneong la rona la kajeno. Re le tlisetsa ditokiso tsa papadi tsa di Commonwealth Games tse ileng tsa etsahala kwana Durban. Re etela Hillcrest kwana Pretoria mo go le tlisetsang Masters Swimming Champs. Re le tlisetse le CANA Zone 4 Water Polo Champs tse ileng tsa etsahala kwana Durban.
The Swimming Show.
Before our aquatic action gets underway, let's celebrate Nelson Mandela's centenary with a peek into the Mandela Diaries. On the 21st of March 2002, Nelson Mandela unveiled the Sharpeville Memorial and Human Rights Precinct in Cecil Street in Johannesburg.
It is not necessary for any one of us to speak. All that I want to say is, se Chabasaruna Kia de Tomedes. Ere Hotso Ibelina. Yadeboles
The Swimming Show.
Di-trials tsa metshameko ya Commonwealth di setse di fetile, mme our qualifiers are in hard training to taper at the right time in Australia. Nte re boneng yanong some of the highlights from the recent trials.
Kings Park Pool in Durban remains our best multi-discipline facility for aquatics in the country. At the KZN Aquatic Championship recently, Swimming South Africa piggybacked on the provincial event to hold the Commonwealth Swimming Trials to Australia. Swimmers and divers converged on the holiday capital. It is good to report that several of our entrants made the grade and qualified. Here are some of the highlights. Re qala ka lebelo la dimetara tse 200 a mafumahadi a individual medley final. Marlies Ross, now studying and training at Arizona State University in the USA, is favored to win here from lane 4. Ka selemo sa 2009, Catherine Meeklin o ile a beha rekote e ntjha ya Afrika Borwa le di-province ka nako ya hae ya 2 minutes 12.53 seconds. Ho kena papading tsa di-Commonwealth Games ho hlokahala nako ya 2 minutes 18.08 seconds. 20-year-old Jessica Whelan from Mandeville Dolphins is in lane 5. Left off screen in lane 3, it is Gabby Grobler from Waterborne in Gauteng. Emily Visagie is flying from lane 2, and it will be Hannon Abrahams in lane 6 that turns with her. Wow, what a great turn by Marlies Ross. She shoots into the lead. Lane 7 is also gaining. That is 17-year-old Savannah Best. Jessica Whelan from lane 5 is hanging just behind Ross. Emily Visagie is looking very impressive at the top of the screen in lane 2. This is a sprint to the finish, and Marlies Ross is on track for a qualifying time. The spectators get behind the swimmers. Emily Visagie and Hannon Abrahams are digging deep here. Marlies has surged into a commanding lead, 2.17 and 33 seconds. And she gets her Commonwealth qualifying time. But who got second? It was so close. The moment belongs to Marlies Ross. Young Hannon Abrahams gets in second by a whisker. And into third, it is Emily Visagie.
I'm really happy. From Saturday on, I tried to qualify, but it just hasn't worked out. And I'm really happy that I actually managed to do it in the 2IM, which is one of my best strokes. So I'm just glad I got it. Well, we just been doing short course yards because we had an invitational in beginning of the November to qualify for NCAA. So we've been training hard for that, and I did qualify. I'm currently 12th in the nation for the 400 IM for NCAA. So that just put me in a really good mood and a really good atmosphere over there, and try to carry it on through here. But it was a bit of adaptation because I had to come from short course yards to long course meters, but I'm actually glad I got it. So yeah.
Well done, Marlies, and the best of luck for the Gold Coast in Australia.
Wow, I really think that our swimmers will do well on the Gold Coast. It's back to our Masters campaigners now. Ba bang ba basesi ba ba leng pa gompieno ba ne ba le teng ko Hillcrest Pool ko Pretoria malati a le mmalwa a fetileng. Let's go see some of the highlights from that event.
This is the Hillcrest Pool in Hatfield, Pretoria. Hundreds of master aquatic campaigners are in the Jacaranda city for the 34th SA Masters Championships.
I'm Craig Stanton. I'm the president of Tshwane Master Swimming at the moment. I've been president now for the last 8 or 9 years odd. And every year we have our South African Master Swimming Championships at a different venue around the country in a different province. We last hosted here in 2010, and this is now our turn again to host for 2018. 490 odd master swimmers that have attended these championships from all over the country, from the Cape Province, KwaZulu-Natal, Free State. We've got international swimmers as well, a couple from Poland, from Botswana. We've got a few from the UK. There are a couple from the UK that come out every year.
My name is Jane Asher, and I'll be 87 next Monday. And I came out from England to swim here because I've been to South Africa before for a Masters meet, and it's so very well run. I really enjoy them. I do swim all over the world. I think they can be proud of themselves.
Yeah, master swimming is you set your own challenge. Everybody is at a different point in their lives. Some of them are healthier than others, and so you have to sort of set your own goals, and if you achieve your goals, it's fun. So it's basically, we're very competitive. In certain cases, we still come here together and we race each other, but at the end of the day, it's all about fun, camaraderie. Like this championships, once a year we come all together, and you're building friendship over years, and this is really great fun.
Tim Shedd, I've been inducted in the International Swimming Hall of Fame, and through Masters. I don't know, about 50 world records and whatever, but I love coming back here every year. I can't miss. I cannot not swim in this champs. I've been in these champs 34 times, I think it is. 34 out of the 35, so I just love it. Magic people, magic atmosphere. It's healthy. I've made lifetime friends here. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Wow, absolutely amazing, and how inspirational. Let's now look at the 100-meter dash for men. Men 66 to 69 years of age. This is heat 4 of 15, an indication of the amount of entries at this event. Cape Town Masters and world champion Tim Shedd will win here. And he does. 1 minute 05.46 seconds. Incredibly, men aged between 66 and 69 years of age. Tyrone Tozer follows, and then Terry Downs, also from Cape Town Masters. Next up, the women 100-meter freestyle. This is the 50 to 54-year age group. To speed up the event, the previous race swimmers catch their breath while the next race begins. Well-known master swimmer and multiple world champion Edith Otterman is in lane 5. Next to her in lane 6, Coelacanth's Barbara Frats. Edith Otterman is chasing the Masters record. She has a good lead. She comes into the wall 1 minute 4.07 seconds, just a fraction under the national mark. 52-year-old Barbara Frost is second, and it looks like Marcel Strauss from Cape Town Masters will get the third place. Yes, so there we have confirmation of the results.
Master swimming really is not only for people that chase records. It's a lifestyle. It gives you something to work towards, always just improving yourself and having fun and having friends, really.
And we encourage swimmers, that, especially younger swimmers, that have left school and they've left the school level competition, to maybe look at contacting a master swimming club in their province or in their city and joining them and getting on board. They've got a lifetime ahead of them of swimming. They don't have to necessarily stop that sport now. They can continue for many years to come.
Well, I would say they should join definitely, because it's a sport we love. It's a sport we all love. So why stop? Yes, we've done a lot of work and we've done a lot of miles. So you want to stop, because it was so overwhelming when we were competing. But this is so much different. This is just fun. I mean, you don't have to put in 100 Ks a day or a week just to come compete. You can just come and enjoy because you love the sport.
Masters is fun, fitness and friendship, and that's what keeps me going and really has helped with my fitness, because I have got a heart problem and it's helped me to continue with my swimming, or to continue being fit anyway. So I train every day and I coach.
Mostly for the fun. And I've got a family at home, so I don't always have time to train. But I think it's a sport that you can do forever and you can do until you're old. So yeah, it does keep us healthy and fit, and it's nice camaraderie with everyone, and everyone inspires everyone else actually. Yeah, so it's great.
You have to be at one of these events to experience the vibe and companionship to believe it. No wonder people travel from all over the world to attend. And let it be known, South Africa hosts one of the most popular master events on the calendar. Back now to Matapelo at the Rhinefield Dam.
As our masters come in for the finish, we're going to take a quick break. In the Masters Aquatic Fraternity. All you have to do is look up master swimming in your region. This is the swimming show on SABC2. CANA Zone 4, which looks after the Sub-Saharan African region, recently held a 3-country water polo tournament in Durban. Let's now join our team and see what went down.
Continental Water Polo gets to Durban this week with the CANA Zone 4 Championships. 4 days of action at various water polo venues around Durban. The teams from 3 countries play for a place in the 4th FINA World Junior Water Polo Championships. Papadi tsa lefatshe tsona di tla etsahala kwana naheng ya Hungary ka mora ha dikgwedi tse 4 tse latelang. Male and female teams contest this tournament, a good opportunity for our local players to pit their skills against the best on the continent. Convener of the tournament, Steve Lamarck, did the welcome address and introduced the teams of Egypt, Zimbabwe and South Africa. The teams were introduced to the dignitaries from CANA and the local organizing committee. After the opening ceremony proceedings, the strong under-18 men's team from Egypt took on South Africa men's under-18 squad.
This competition is a combined event. It's our annual CANA Zone 4 Junior Water Polo Championships, which started about 3 years ago. It's between Zimbabwe and South Africa. And we've got both men and women's teams taking part. But this year there's been an additional event added, which is a qualifier for the Junior FINA Championships later this year. And that event only allows 2 men's teams and 1 women's team. So Egypt, South Africa and Zimbabwe are competing in the men's event, under 18 event, and Zimbabwe and South Africa are competing in the women's event for slots into that competition.
We visited several of the preliminary matches before the finals on the last day of the competition.
It's been a real good opportunity for us to host the event, primarily for 2 reasons. One is to broaden our base in getting more kids to participate. In terms of selection of the teams, you will see that ladies under 16 and under 18 is really ordered well for water polo, not only in South Africa but in Southern Africa as well.
Yeah, we're very pleased about the growth of the standard of the game in this competition. I think especially in relation to having us seeing Zimbabwe improve their performance so much. If you consider when this competition started the first time and where we are now and where Zimbabwe is now, we're very pleased with their improved performances. Also important for us is that we don't just grow the sport in South Africa, but we also grow it in Southern Africa and in Africa. So we're also very pleased that Egypt could have joined us to participate in our competition.
Re tla tlisetsa mafello a papadi tsena tsa mmoho banna le mafumahadi mananehong a latelang a the swimming show. Water polo, a great team sport that you too can be part of. Check out your provincial aquatic authority and you can find out where to get involved.
I think that water polo is a very underrated team sport. O se ke wa tshwenyega, re tlo go tlisetsa makgaolakgang go tswa go yona metshameko e in future programs. Ga jaana ntse re lebeng Stellenbosch ko Kapa Bophirima, some more excellent performances from the Grand Prix circuit.
Warm and humid days welcomed the participants of the Stellenbosch Grand Prix.
It's great to be able to host this competition here in Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch has traditionally not really been a centre for swimming competitions, so it's fantastic for the local community to be able to come and watch some of the top swimmers in the country and in the world race here in town.
Yeah, we put this Grand Prix series together with that in mind, that we wanted to have some racing prior to our major competition season, which is Junior Nationals in March and our Senior Nationals in April. It's worked out quite nicely. We've got our Commonwealth Games coming up the first week of April. So a lot of the Commonwealth Games team members are here just to see where they're at and just to have a final preparation before we leave for the Commonwealth. And yeah, it's been great and some really interesting swims from the juniors as well.
On the blocks now, swimmers for the 50-meter breaststroke for men. Alaric Basson from Nelson Mandela Bay Metro is in lane 4. In lane 5 for the blue cap is Michael Cooley from Kuro, Durbanville. He's stroking exceptionally well and he will win here. 28.11 seconds for Cooley, a fraction ahead of Basson. Reese Whittaker unkile maemo a boraro mme yena o sesela Marty's Swimming Club.
At the moment I've been training under load, and I mean coming into this competition haven't been focusing on the time, more about the process. And my coach and I have been working on a lot of things, and I've got a lot of room for improvement, so I'm just trying to give the best I can now, all about the process.
Go lebega ekete Kutzenberg e ntsha bojotlhe jwa basefi ba rona. Re santse re ya mabenkeleng, dula le rona.
amohela lenaneo la rona hape la The Swimming Show ha re bone hore re le tshwaretseng hona jwale. More action from the Commonwealth Games trials. Let's hear from Dikeledi Litsiri.
2 minutes, 2.83 is the qualifying time for Australia. Melissa Koch owns the KZN record in just under 2 minutes. All 10 lanes are in action, and lane 5 belongs to 15-year-old Tunei Kotsia from Tax in Pretoria. In lane 6, it's her Tax teammate Natania van Nieken. Not much in it at the first 10. Seagulls Christine Billingham looks in good form from lane 4. Marlies Ross from Players Swim Club, also in Pretoria, is doing very well from lane 3. The first 5 to 10 are visually in a row. The crucial third lap now. It looks to be Ross from lane 3 and then Kotsia in lane 5. Tunei Kotsia closes in on Christine Bellingham. Yes, it is the blue swimsuit of Tunei Kotsia that looks to be ahead. Marlies Ross turns up the heat. She wants this win here. Tunei Kotsia has the edge, but it is very close. Into the wall now. 2 minutes, 2.68. Sena Sibulela hore o phunyeleditse. Ross wa latela, and into third it's Christine Bellingham. Kate Bevan is just out of the medals. And Marlies Ross is so unlucky to be just outside the qualifying time. Busiu bona ke ba morwetsana e monyenyane Tunei Kotsia.
Yes, I'm very, very happy. We trained so hard for this, and to be able to swim my first international senior time is amazing. And I'm so happy, and I think my coach is also very happy, and my family is very happy with me.
Only 15 years of age. We are just as proud. You go, girl.
Santse go nang dilo tse dintsi tse re ratang go di arogana le wena fela ka bo madimabi nako ga re letlelle se se itumedisang ke gore wena o ka ikgolagana le rona nako nngwe le nngwe mo Facebook kgotsa Twitter. Exciting times ahead as we are building up to the Commonwealth Games in Australia. Me rona mo The Swimming Show re tla dira bonnete ba gore we keep you updated with what's happening in the world of aquatics. Have yourselves a great weekend, and remember to stay water safe. Till next time, I'm Matabelo Pale.
The Swimming Show.